Now I've been using the Amazfit Bip 5 every day for the last 2 weeks, and in this video I'll show you 9 pro tips that will help you master your Bip 5. Tip number 9 will blow your mind. Number 1 is how to use GPS on your Amazfit Bip 5. Now the Bip 5 uses something known as assisted GPS or AGPS, which uses 4 different satellite systems to try and lock onto your position with the combination of cell phone networks around your area. Now using GPS on your Bip 5 is actually really simple. First, pick the outdoor activity you wish to do, and you should see this red button with GPS on the left. If you see this red button with the location arrow flashing, it means that the watch is trying to lock onto your location using AGPS. Now this will turn green as soon as it has your position locked, and starting your activity now will record your location throughout the activity. You do have the option of starting the activity without waiting for the positioning, and you can do this by tapping on the red button, scrolling down, and then selecting go. Number 2 is how to use Alexa on your Bip 5. Now, to use Alexa on your watch, make sure that your Bip 5 has synced to the Zepp app first, and then select it from the top left corner here. Then select Alexa and then log into your Amazon account. Once you've logged in, you'll need to grant Zepp access to Alexa, and that's it. Now you can use Alexa on your watch. So for example, I'll say, what's the temperature today?
At the moment, it's 9 degrees Celsius. Tonight, you can expect a low of 8 degrees.
Okay. Number 3 is how to get more accurate heart rate readings on your Amazfit Bip 5. Now, if you're using the Bip 5 regularly to track your activities and workouts, you really need to make sure that it's measuring your heart rate at a higher frequency for better accuracy. To do this, first open the Zepp app and then select the Bip 5 in the top left corner. Then select health monitoring and then turn on active heart rate monitoring. Also, when I first set up this watch a couple of weeks ago, I noticed that the auto heart rate monitor was set to measure my heart rate once every 30 minutes, which meant that the watch couldn't really alert me of abnormally high or low heart rates during the day. So if you want to enable the high and low heart rate alerts, you'll first have to select auto heart rate monitor and then pick 1 minute. Now this will enable these 2 options, and you can pick the high and low heart rate settings that you want the watch to alert you. Now remember, this will have a negative impact on the Bip 5's battery life, but during my extensive testing, which I'll link in the pop-out banner and in the description box below, I found that the Bip 5 could last for up to 6 days with all of these settings on and with fairly extensive and heavy usage. Number 4 is how to customize the data fields during activities. Now there is a way to change and customize the data fields that you see in an activity to show you exactly the information that you want to see. So for example, for an outdoor run activity, I can see that the cadence is on a different page than my heart rate, distance, and pace. So if I wanted to see my cadence along with my heart rate, distance, and pace, I can go to an outdoor running activity, then scroll down and select more, data page, and then pick the data I want to replace with cadence. So if I wanted it right at the top, I can select that data field, then select step class, and then cadence. You can also change the order of the data pages you see here. So for example, if you wanted the heart rate chart to be displayed as the first screen when your activity starts, rather than having to scroll down to the 3rd screen, you can go to the activity, then scroll down and select more, data page, and then select this gear icon right at the top. Then select page sorting, and now you can drag the pages around to make sure that the heart rate chart is right at the top. Number 5 is how to customize quick replies to incoming messages. Now you can use the Bip 5 to reply to incoming messages on your phone and even set up customized messages. To do this, select Bip 5 in the Zepp app, then scroll down to app settings and select phone. Now by default, the connection here will be shown turned off, and you will need to either set this to incoming call or Bluetooth calls. Once you've selected either of those, you'll see this manage SMS replies option come up. Selecting that will show you a set of default responses that are available on the watch. You can select create at the bottom and type in your own message, which will then be available on your watch. Number 6 is how to add more workout shortcuts to the watch. You can record up to 120 different types of exercises on the Amazfit Bip 5, which is more than enough for anyone. But when you first open up the activities on the watch itself, you'll see only the common ones listed there. So for example, if I wanted to record tennis as an activity, I can long press the side button and see that there's badminton here but not tennis. But if I scroll down all the way to the bottom, then select more workouts and then ball workouts, there I will find tennis as an activity. And there's all sorts of activities here, and I'm sure you'll find yours in this list as well. Number 7 is how to customize the side button. Now by default, long pressing the side button will open up the list of activities that are available on the watch to use, but there is a way to customize the functionality of this long press. So for example, if you wanted to use Alexa, press the side button once, not a long press, then scroll down to settings, then preferences, and then select long press side button. And here you'll have various options to choose from. So if I pick Alexa and then long press the side button, I have easy access to Alexa whenever I want. Number 8 is how to find your watch using your phone and how to find your phone using your watch. If you lost your Bip 5 somewhere at home or in your gym bag, you can find it by going into the Zepp app, selecting the Bip 5 in the top left corner, scrolling down, then selecting find a watch, and your watch should start vibrating. That might help you locate it. Now you can also find your phone using the watch by pressing the side button once, remember not a long press, then scroll down to find my phone, and once you've selected that, it should start vibrating your phone. Okay, it's time for tip number 9, which is how to receive phone calls on your Bip 5 using Bluetooth. So you can use the Bip 5 to receive incoming calls straight onto your watch, as well as speak to the caller using Bluetooth. To do this, open the Zepp app and select Bip 5, then scroll down to app settings and select phone. Now by default, the connection here will be shown as turned off, and you will need to set this to Bluetooth calls and then pair the app with the Bip 5. You can now receive calls and speak to the callers using your Bip 5. Now I hope that you found those 9 pro tips helpful in mastering your Amazfit Bip 5. And if you found that video helpful, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more helpful videos just like this. Now if you already own the Amazfit Bip 5, or if you're thinking of buying one, make sure you check this video out, which is my full in-depth review of the Bip 5. See you in the next one.